Who would have thought that it would come to this? A Germany that has dominated and molded European history is crumbling. Germans whose forefathers ruled the whole continent just 2 centuries back have been deprived of a basic right to life. Yes, a right to dignified life even after death. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Vedika, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI Global channel yet, hit the subscribe button right away. Germany is renowned for having a lengthy and a rich history that has placed it at the forefront of European politics, thought, and art for more than 1,000 years. This past has formed a culture that is embracing literature, the arts, philosophy, logic, and reason. Today, over 83 million people live in Germany, together with a wide variety of religions, cultures, and traditions that contribute to the country's distinctive national identity. However, a lot has changed in the past 5 months. In February, when the war between Russia and Ukraine broke out, Germany put Nord Stream 2 project on hold in opposition to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It continued its anti-Russia approach by imposing several sanctions on Russia to target Moscow both financially and economically. Also, the Nord Stream 1 pipeline, on which Germany was dependent, has reduced its supplies to 20% of its capacity. Apart from being thrown into deindustrialization, the gas crunch in Germany has attacked the right to a dignified life even after death. Most Germans prefer to be cremated when they die, which could be an issue if Russia shuts off the gas. Crematoriums are creating backup plans to deal with the rising expense of gas, and there is an immense possibility that the services won't be available at all. The chairman of Germany's cremation consortium, Sven-Georg Sobolewski, is pleading before the government that in the case of any rationing, the industry should be prioritized because most crematoriums require gas to operate. With a lot of pain, he added, "You cannot switch off death." According to statistics from the German Undertakers Association, about 3/4 of the approximately 1 million persons who die each year in Germany are cremated. It stemmed in part, Stefan Neuser, the association's head, said, from a tradition in the former East Germany. Nearly all burials are done through cremation, and it continued as families that relocate an aging population prefers urns to graves that they would be unable to visit and maintain. However, crematoriums would have to eventually stop because of the dearth of Russian gas. In order to prevent the closure of practice, one immediate option would be to lower the average oven temperature from the present 850 degrees Celsius to 750 degrees Celsius, which might save 10% to 20% of the gas. But the move will need a special permit from the state authorities. Karl-Heinz Koenschen, manager of a crematorium in Doxenhausen, Western Germany, said, "In the event of a gas failure, we would be able to continue operating the plants that are hot. That means we could then continue to work with reduced power." Crematoriums are also considering running the crematoriums from gas to electricity as an option, but the move isn't viable as it will take time. Germany is sitting on a powder keg. The Russian energy embargo has aggraved the crisis, and Germany has no one but itself to blame. Germany has played all its cards to save itself from the shortage of gas, from asking countries like Finland to help its energy bankrupt companies, the German Chancellor asking citizens to reduce their shower time, and asking EU member states to reduce gas demanded by 15% to save its economy, which is on the verge of recession, have all miserably failed. These moves highlighted a single fact: Germany is doomed. At the end of the day, Germany doesn't necessarily need to self-sacrifice its economy and interests in order to save Ukraine's sinking fortunes. Germany may soon realize its economic war against Russia is unaffordable and unsustainable. Experts believe that a continued fuel crisis and violation of such basic rights can trigger anti-government protests in the country. If Berlin continues to tread the perilous path of taking a strong anti-Russia line, it will be fast approaching its doomsday. With increasing inflation and curbing of basic rights. The Germans will be forced to take to the streets to vent out their anger and frustration.